Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. I'm gonna let these just progress for now. We're at level 4, we're slowly inching towards level 5. I will check up on this once we have reached level 6, see if that unlocks anything. So the key milestones are every 3 levels of the base. So we'll see how that's going. This planet should be self-sustaining. There is one last thing that I need to do. Now that I think about it, and that is to clear this up, just in case I need to get back here. I'll keep some energy shards on me. This will eventually fill, but I don't think they're gonna fill before we visit the planet back. And that being said, I will first of all take a trip back to the home planet. It's gonna be just a small detour on our way to Sirius 1. Our planet was hiding very well. I'm trying to get out of the gravitational pull of the gas giant as much as possible. I actually don't need to go all that far here. There's nothing much to do. Just, well, hopefully be able to grab some of these things. 20 of them. That is pretty sure more power than I'll be able to produce, so that shouldn't be an issue. If we head back here, this is still bottlenecked, which is somewhat to be expected. This one is fully working and stacked up. And I want to make sure that I have things on me to build. Primarily I want to see, okay, I have just 10 chemical plants left. Also, I won't be able to produce this, so now that I've actually checked, I do need to put another build down. I will squeeze this one in over here. Where is the spray coater? This is a 4 recipe build. Rotate, plot down, upgrade. I just want to get a few spray coaters. I do not want to be dependent on carrying raw resources on me anymore, so micro, crystalline, circuit, plasma exciter, steel. Microcrystalline, circuit, plasma exciter. I probably should speed up that production, and steel. Steel inbound. Do I have a steel issue? I might have a steel issue. Am I still producing steel over here? So this is the steel supply. that is being driven over here. Where is this one requesting from? Like, I should be importing steel. Okay, let's check these things once more. The reason why I'm a bit confused is because, okay, maybe it's in this one. Not that one either. And on the other planet, I'm 100% sure that I do have steel, so I will set up another import. Remote, local supply, remote demand. So that is what I was expecting to see. I will be able to put this one over here, yes. I did not expect... I was sure I had steel set up already. Apparently I didn't have it. Well, if I had steel issues, this should definitely take care of that. I need to go finish setting up this build though. I have 10 of those. I guess that is going to be enough for now. I don't think I want to do 2 more builds. I don't think I'll need way more than that. 5 more than 5 each. So if I look at this, it says 4 available routes. Am I requesting steel in one of these remote areas? Yeah, it's a bit baffling. I need to be careful because my stone supply and thus glass and thus prisms is running extremely low. Fortunately, this is a depot I have been hoping to mine for a long time. So let's actually do that. This one. Goes over here. Over here. And eventually we'll go over here where it is going to sideload this belt. So by sideloading here, that means that this will always have priority. Is this one dead? That one is dead as well. Cool. This means that I should have a bit more throughput here. Glass should keep on going. That's perfect. For this next build, I will go into the space allocated for something else, because we won't actually need that whole space eventually. Without spoiling too much, there is a bit of dark folk content that the game is keeping it as a secret until we actually get to a certain evolution point in the game, and I do want to keep it the same way and not talk about it until we actually get to that content and we're able to use it. And let's start building this. I am tired of speaking and I want to build stuff. What do I want to build? I want to build not graviton lenses, but strange matter. This is quite an important build. I will need, everything is gonna be local supply except the deuterium, at least for now. So deuterium, iron plates, and particle containers. So this is local storage, remote demand. Local demand, remote storage. Local demand, remote storage, and this is gonna be supply for everything. Now, part of the annoying part of having a farm is that these things will always be here from now on. It would be nice to have a less intrusive form for this, but well, I will just have to do my best to ignore them. That purple might be in the way, but we'll see. So, as I was saying, strange matter. Now this requires a ton of deuterium. It's actually a 2 to 10 ratio. We obviously don't have that many belts, so I'll just have to halve the inputs. So I'll do 115. So 115 means 7 belts, 8 belts for counting the one for output, and 9 belts counting the 9 belts counting the proliferation. What I was just trying to think is, so it's 7, 8, 9. I do have 3 belts remaining. I could say that I'll be doing 2 to 6, which is a total of 12. It will boost up the production just slightly, but not by that much, because deuterium will still be in very short supply. Although at the same time, I need to get 5 belts of deuterium, so I might as well get 6, so 3 and 3. Actually, I will do that. I think it's actually gonna be a more balanced looking build. So I'll have these 3. They're gonna be using the same merging technique that I've used countless times now. I was actually thinking if I want to do that or if I want a variation of it, but I will do that. Now, this one and this one are gonna merge together and form the secondary source, and same for these two. This one and this one. So let's please don't do that unless I explicitly tell you to go into that mode. So for some reason, like, I thought that when you press R, it goes into non-grid fixed mode, and I would have thought that it stays like that, like it doesn't. Just for the fun of it, for the symmetry, I will try to merge these together as well, although I don't think... Oh no, actually, this should be able to stack as well. Let's see how I can get this one over here. So one option is obviously by flying them over, but I'm wondering if I can do something along these lines. Now, if I wouldn't have that there, can this merge? Yes. Can this merge here? No. And this one cannot create a diagonal line because that needs to connect as well. If I get this to this level, can this actually go down in this space? No. This wouldn't work either. I could try to push this just a bit further, but I kind of don't want to. I'm wondering, would this work? Oh, that needs to go up even one. Okay, that's a lot of levels. But I think we can make that work. Let's take that all the way up there. Cut that and then merge that back in. Oh, I'm still off center. Okay. I did want to do a build where I'm actually in a position to stack those things, so I'll actually stay with this build and say mission accomplished. So I will have to get that down, that belt down, but that shouldn't be a challenge. I hope. So this belt goes out, and over here goes back like this. And then goes into that one, and this one I think I need to cut this one step short. Yes. Let's see how getting this down is gonna look like. I might have easier time. Come on, I just want to go one step out. Needs to be even more. Okay, we're getting there. I did want to do something a bit more special for this build. I think this would categorize as that. And over here for proliferation. So keeping things... It's so annoying that it says it cannot do it, although I know for a fact that it can. Like, anyway. So that's gonna be over here. This is going to be proliferator. Let's see. I want to copy that one. That one can be over here. Can this line up? Yes, that lines up. That's great. And these are the that's the high throughput deuterium. And you never want to hear the words high throughput and a very costly resource in the same sentence, but here we are. There we go, and we're still well within bounds. I think that this is going to be one of those builds that are going to go outside by 1 square, outside of the regular area, let's say. So let's have a look at the miniature particle colliders. These things take up a lot of energy, and I actually don't think I'll be putting too many of them because energy here is still somewhat scarce. And for the build here, I've played around with a few configurations, and there's basically two options, as far as I can tell, at least. Now, we could go with this setup, where we stay within the bounds. We have 3 lanes here, and then we have these lanes, one of the sides splitting out, and then we can have the resource, the output lifted to the second level and have the output belt run on the second level, I think that's a bit too messy, too complicated, and we haven't used that design pattern, and I don't want to start using a fresh design pattern at this point because well, mostly because I might like it and then I'll want to change everything. So what I will do instead is do something like this. No. So let me mark this. There are going to be, so this is going to be a 3-lane setup, which is why there's still going to be a bit of a difference. So this is the edge, this is going to be an input line, this is going to be an output line. I am going to alternate the placement for these factories. So the next one is going to look like this. There is room for a belt in the middle, very important. And we are then going to have 2 input lanes over on this side. Let's drag them all to length. So this means that these will have access to everything that they need. Actually might not need to have them flipped around. There was another design I was looking at that would have required that. So these ones have access to 2 inputs. They don't have any output lane. So let's give an output lane and let's give the third input. What's happening there? My laser turret is being damaged. Interesting. Well, not really. And then these ones need 2 more output lanes. 2 more input lanes because they have the third one and they have the output. So all of these are going to be at least trying to get deuterium in. So weird that, yeah, I think that one of the laser turrets is in reach of one of the enemy based turrets or something like that. So what I want to do is we have 6 input belts. And we have 6 inputs. So in theory, everything is good, but it might be just in theory. So let me see. I'm gonna use markers. Let's say that I have deuterium here. That would supply these 2, which means that I will need deuterium not on this one, but on this belt. And let's take the second resource. Let's say that these are gonna be the particle containers. So I have it for this. It's not gonna be over here, so it is going to be over here. And last one is gonna be iron here and iron over here. And this is basically gonna output the 2 strange matter lanes that are gonna merge at the back. Let's see how this would look like. Now I can get this deuterium over here. There's no disadvantage. I don't care about the fact that the inserters are gonna be doing the trips are gonna be longer. Deuterium, on the other hand, here can be swapped as well. So have deuterium here and have strange matter over here. Which means that if I make this into a strange matter provider, I can get one here and one here. Now, the reason why I did that was I will try to push this. I hate having to grab that belt over here, but I'm getting slightly better at it at least. I did want to have this splitter over here. So iron can come like this. This can then jump, and then iron will be over here. I will get deuterium over like this. And then for can I get a line through here? I think I should be able to. So that's one line of output. This will need to jump over, so that's the second line of output. Let's reset the... Was it iron plate? Yes, iron plate. So this side needs to output strange matter. So that means that you are outputting, sorry, not strange matter, but particle containers. And this should now be a fully compressed tier 2 belt, half or below half compressed tier 3. No, actually half compressed tier 3, sorry. This is iron. And then this is finally deuterium. And this is also me saying goodbye to power on this planet for a while. Which is why I might actually consider bringing... Did I pick up more geothermal stations? No, I didn't. Because why would I? So, let's see. Output, input, what gives? Okay, which are placed the wrong way? This one and this one. Okay. It might have been a valid strategy as well, because they're not symmetrical. I could just flip them and so these all get access to all of those. you need to get access to iron and you need to output. You need to get access to iron and you need to output. This needs to output and this needs access to iron. And finally, you have your own dedicated belts. Now, there is a consideration. Do they not have... Really? I know I can drag a belt through here, but I cannot place a power pole on this line. That is not very nice. That is not very nice at all. I actually didn't ever consider not having the possibility to put power poles here. Even if I put a power pole over here, it would still be a problem of it would still be a problem. So I'll just do this. I'll sacrifice a space. These are way too far apart. I could look at bringing in the other the level 3 power poles. Yeah, I don't think that works. This needs to be dragged on the line. Well, we should have a strange matter now. And we won't have any more... Well, actually there's still power for some strange reason. Let's see, I want to drag for 3 more. I think that is reasonable enough. So this will end over here. I'll drag 1 extra. I'll drag the input first, so I can get a guideline of where the output goes. I need to wait for everything to be built, actually. So that I don't get weird inserter placements. This looks like such a huge space, but actually isn't. Anyway, this is goodbye power. Maybe this was a bit too optimistic. Let's cut out a few of them. How much power does one drain? One drains 12 megawatts. This is proliferated. Yeah, although getting the productivity bonus here is going to be huge. I'm gonna remove proliferation from here. Get this back into the bus. Two things are being damaged. I actually need to go over there and see what is happening. So, very curious why there's only two arrows on it. There should be 3 arrows. Anyway, this is still fully proliferated, so it's gonna consume to that level for a while, but once they actually go down, I'm still limited on power, so I will... Really? I've misplaced all of them. So once the proliferated items are removed from the belt, that's still quite a few of them. This has I do not understand how I can only have 1 arrow of proliferation. This only gets proliferated over here, which is proliferated with Mark III. How can you have 1 arrow? Maybe it's just an aggregate? Like, there's still 3 arrows, but they're making an average. Yeah, that's probably it. I am expecting this to go down to 12 megawatts of drain. Maybe everything else needs to be consumed. This will not be able to keep up by any means, but we have this going, and I quickly want to check, is it over here? This is gonna be local demand, remote storage. Oh, local supply, remote... Oh, this is the one I was looking at. It is working. That means we have fully completed all the requirements for green matrices. We just need to put down the green matrix labs. We have plenty of spare power on the home planet. That one I do want proliferated. Let's head over to our base. Where is... We had a nice marker. There it is. Did these guys extend base or... Well, I guess they just became... Okay, this is threat level 6, so I guess they expanded their base a bit more and now they are more aggressive. And what I'm actually gonna do is... I'm not actually doubling down on defenses, but I am backing up a bit. So I will place a new fresh line of babs over here. I need to remove that power pole. The babs can stay. The babs have, I think, more hit points than a laser turret. This is 500 and the Babs have 7. So it's definitely... I cannot put signal towers because the turrets will obliterate everything that's here. So I'll leave the Babs here to aggro. This is going quite well, I think. We've started getting... well, it's level 6. Let's see what are the new resources that we're getting, if any. We don't have any new resources. I am expecting maybe here to get a new resource once we get to level 9. That's still a bit away. I might have to increase the number of turrets, potentially. Let's preemptively do that for this area. I want a nice square pattern. I guess that's the one. That's the one. Babs repairing, Babs being hit, that shouldn't be a problem. We can see that the base has actually started expanding over here as well, which is... expansion is good, because expansion means more units produced. It will aggro this a lot more as well, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. And I still haven't placed down any sort of planetary defenses, so yeah, we'll see what happens when it happens. For now, I think we'll just have to live with the fact that this will pop up every once in a while. I don't know if we can turn that off. I will look to see if there's a way to ignore messages from a planet or specific types of messages from a planet. I do want to know when something gets destroyed, for instance. Like repair, that's normal. Destroyed? No. Things should not be destroyed. Do I care if if a Bab gets destroyed and I lose all of those things in it? Not really. But it is quite annoying to see that message every single second. Laser turrets being damaged, Babs being damaged. But that being said, I will first of all head over here and grab all of these. And that being said, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you here next time.